What's up, guys? Today, well, not really today, a few days ago, we found the remote for the Fanimation Slingers outside so we can do a full demonstration. They're both running off of this one remote, and the range seems to hit both of them. So, I guess it'll be like a 2-in-1. I'm not gonna film separate videos for them because they're the same fan, so you're just gonna get 2-in-1. These are 6-speed DC motor in some sort of nickel silver finish. I don't know the names for these things, with gray blades that are they kind of yellowed out, so they're kind of like yellowish gray blades. Here real quick, I'm gonna stand on here. Let's see if I stand on these little chairs, my 6'1" self can kinda, yeah. Alrighty. And then the other one, it looks basically identical to this one. It's the same fan. They're the same fan. So, yeah. Same thing. Don't know what the top looks like, but I don't think anyone really cares. My dog's in the window there. Hi, Cooper. So, obviously you can see we don't have the light kits on them. Let's just put it to 1. Input received on both of them. Let's do that little DC motor shimmy. That one is also done a DC shimmy. Let's see if I can get both of them in shot, actually. And this is their lowest speed. They never run on this speed. There you go, you can kind of see it. They are always on full blast whenever they run, for reasons we'll get into later, or that you already know, if you know anything about these fans. This one's also running on low. I will say this is a very nice aesthetic looking low speed. I quite like looking at it. And that is basically the only good thing about these fans. Well, that and their general design is actually kind of nice. They're not the prettiest when they're like in standstill, but when they're moving at this low speed, I quite like them. I'm gonna run through the speeds kind of quickly here because I got 2 fans and there's 6 of them. And I guess there's also 2 fans. I've only ever really seen these in like maximum speed or minimum speed. So I don't know what speed number 2 is gonna look like. It's like a slightly faster version of speed number 1. So the reason it took me so long to do a video with these, as you might know if you've seen the channel, is we just lost the remote. Because for whatever reason, this cradle here, this is its home. It decided to not be on there. And it ended up being in like a bag in my mom's closet for some reason. I guess it was in the junk drawer instead of its home. And I guess Mom was reorganizing the junk drawer. It got out. Let's do speed 3. Like, got out. So it went into like a bag for some reason in my mom's closet. Now we do have the remote. Only just now am I starting to feel a discernible breeze from these things. So that's cool. That one also looks like it's sped up to speed 3. Yeah. The airflow, I mean, I can feel the air like right under it, but I'm only like right here and I feel pretty much nothing. It's only when I get to about here that I can only kind of feel something. And then when I get under here, there's a soft breeze. And this is 3rd speed. So, yeah, in case it isn't already obvious, airflow from these things is not particularly good. These are sold at the Home Depot, which is not where you go when you want to buy fans that are going to be solid quality, good, whatever. They're fans that you buy because you just need a fan. That's really it. I think my dad bought these at the Home Depot quite a few years ago now, probably, because big and many blade, and I guess the logic was big and many blade equal much air. That is not true. I can tell you firsthand, that is a misconception. Yeah, we're running at 4th on all of them. The other thing is, these don't really have any kind of indicator tone to like notify that they have changed speeds, which on DC motor fans you kind of want, because DC motors are a little silly sometimes. So it's kind of, and also just because I am running a remote on 2 fans, it would be kind of nice to just have that. I mean, I can see the difference visually between the speeds because I'm a ceiling fan nerd, but some sort of audible thing that just says, yes, we have indeed received the command, we're just changing speeds. Yeah. 5th speed, really nothing crazy. Again, I'm like right here, and I don't feel anything. I mean, like, my legs feel kind of a breeze, but like, nothing. And the moment we've all been waiting for, high speed, where these fans always rest. Because it is only on the highest speed that they give I mean, even on high speed, they give, like, not enough airflow. So we are on the highest speed right now. And again, standing on this line, which is not very far from the center. Here, let's go to the center. I am located directly under it. That is the line, and that is where my feet are. Bear in mind, this is like a 60-inch blade span, I think. And only when I move to this, and if I'm on this line, I don't feel anything. That one's also running at full blast. Then also, here, why is there a towel here? I think my sister had a friend over, so they might have been at the pool. I'm sitting on this seat right here, and I'm feeling a light breeze. A very faint and light breeze. If I'm sitting at that chair, maybe I'd feel something more. And let's see, if I'm sitting at the farthest chair, there's tubes everywhere. I am not feeling shit. My hair is like blowing around slightly, but nothing that the nerve cells in my body can definitively say, yep, that's coming from this fan. You get the point. These don't spread air. I definitely wouldn't recommend them if you need to air in your Florida outside house. Also, I live in Florida, if you didn't know that. So it gets hot. So you need something that will blow air. Let's do spin down. That's spinning down. Yep, that one's spinning down. Let me run over to... Let's quickly run over, because these spin down pretty quickly. And there you go. 2 Fanimation Slinger V2s. They're kind of just spinning. They're not terrible looking fans. They do look nice. I'll give them that. Let's go to right here. I really don't like having my phone that close to the pool. Let's see, we're spinning. That one's spinning too. I think that one stops before this one, which is interesting, because that one's farther from the remote. I do like the remote, though. I'll give it that. It is good at controlling both of these fans. I think every single time I did a speed shift in this video, it received it perfectly. We're about to be stopped on Slinger number 1, and just stopped on Slinger 2. So, that is pretty cool. Let's do our 0 to high. That one's starting up. That one's starting up too. I pressed the 6 button. So they're gonna do their DC motor stuff, and they're gonna go up to high. They're a little bit slow to start up to high, but they're big, so that's kind of fair. Put the remote in the home, because we're not gonna... You didn't see that. Let's put the remote in the home, because, yeah. And also, I don't know what you can see it, but there's sort of like... Oh, it's real visible on this side. It looks like there's rust marks, which this is an outdoor fan. So that's not very epic. And they were a lot more prevalent on this guy over here. So let's look at that. Whoa, oh yeah. Oh yeah. looks like someone just took a nice fat shit on it. These are meant to be indoor-outdoor fans, and it's on a covered patio space, so I don't like that. I also saw a Fanimation Odin at my autism evaluation place that was in so much worse condition than these. The blades were sagging and there was just rust everywhere. That one I'm pretty sure they, I'm pretty sure they, to Fanimation's credit, I'm pretty sure the people there just didn't take care of it correctly. It looked like it was located pretty close to some heaters, so that might have sagged the plastic, and it was kind of near a beach, because I live in Florida, so it might have, the moisture might have helped with the rust, but still. Yeah, that's the Fanimation Slinger V2s. Overall, my conclusion, I really wouldn't buy them unless you're in a situation like I was with the Quorum, where you just need something that looks nice and that will fill up your space. You want something that will blow some air, and I wouldn't spend however much money these cost, which, considering the size, is probably a lot. I don't know. I'd go with maybe I'd go with the Riviera 2, although I don't know if that's outdoor applications. Under Originals, I've never, thoroughly experienced one, but I've heard good things about them. So, if I was to replace these fans, which I do want to at some point, and my mom wants to as well, because after she experienced the Riviera, she was like, oh, I kinda want something like that outside. So, these fans eventually might be on their way out. But yeah, something ideally I'd kind of like to replace them with one of the 21 originals, or I guess it would, the ones that came out in 21 where they had the silver finish, because I think that would look really cool, and the blade would match this tile here. But yeah, I don't know. There's something to think about. Feel free to give me recommendations in the comments, and if my parents end up liking one of them, who knows? Maybe your recommendation will make it onto my back porch. Yeah, that's gonna be all for today. I know it's probably kind of disappointing after the last video being a Riviera 2, but it kind of just is what it is. These fans are what they are. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for very inconsistently uploaded fan content. I don't come across fans that often, but yeah, thank you, goodbye.